Well, that's more of a legislative question than a judicial question. And I say that because the legislator has made it difficult for the judges to decide what should happen with criminals anymore. The legislator has decided these are going to be mandatory sentences and you're going to be required to be placed into prison. There's now some discussions with regards to legislation that you can't even be placed in a county prison, you're going to be placed in a state prison. Well, because we're going to avoid overcrowding. Well, guess what? You're going to have overcrowding somewhere. Whether it's going to be in your state system or whether it's going to be in your local system, you're going to have overcrowding. If I had the answer to that, I'd have the answers to a lot of things. Cancer, space exploration, I'd have all the answers for you. All I can tell you is what you'd like to see happen is, and I think drug court is a good example of it. What you'd like to see happen is you'd like to see more treatment and rehabilitation so that you don't have as many people in prison if you can. The ability to do that is going to be dependent upon the individual. You can provide as much services as you want for that person. If that person isn't going to take advantage of those services, whether they're treatment or rehabilitation, work, education, whatever it is, then that person's going to end up back in the system anyway. But there are a lot of people out there who you can probably avoid the repetitiveness. One of the experiences I have as a conflict counsel in doing criminal work is you get to see a lot of people. But the funny thing about it is, whether it's mine or not, I see the same names over and over and over again. And a lot of it has to deal clearly with drugs and alcohol. Probably more so drugs than even alcohol. And a lot of it has to do with mental health issues. And mental health should be another part of drug court. There should probably, if possible, could be a mental health court. Because if you can avoid some of the problems that you have with people, because I deal with a problem in dealing with these people, because they don't appreciate or understand, and I'm not saying that they're incompetent to stand trial. That's a totally different legal argument and legal process. I'm just saying that their mental processes in terms of how they consider things and what they do, and what they feel they're doing is right and wrong affects everything that they do. And I'm not so much saying that they don't understand you can't steal something, but being out at 2 o'clock in the morning and doing things that you shouldn't be doing, and they just don't appreciate that they're going to get in trouble doing that. There's appreciation for what they have in terms of problems and what they have. And I think that mental health court would be a good example. I think drug court is wonderful. I think drug court can hopefully continue, and you can hopefully save people out of that. I think mental health, whether it can be a mental health court or whether it can be combined with drug court, would be significant.